Okay. Hello and welcome. Today is June 19th, 2024. And as a dear soul reminded me, today is also Juneteenth, which is a day of freedom. I saw President Obama refer to it in a column as our second Independence Day, which I thought was really beautiful. I'm very, very excited for any of you here that are here live or that come after for the recording. I believe doing this work of tuning into what wants to express through the archetypes in the sky helps us to co-create better. And you're doing this work moves the energy not only for yourself, but for the collective. So I very much appreciate you. My name is Judy Keating, and I work with Bonnie Salomon in an organization called Wise Transformation. And we are two women intent on bringing elemental wisdom and feminine magic back into everyday life. Today's call is going to be a bit longer. It says approximately 60 minutes. It may be longer today. I'm going to share quickly about a couple of upcoming events. I'm going to ask that we as a collective call in sacred space. I'll be the voice, and then I'm going to do something called a crystalline energy session, which is working with an energy technology that primarily uses sacred geometry and the elemental forces, actually, to bring about coherence in your energy body so that you can move easily and effortlessly with whatever you intend. And I was given some intentions for the summer solstice, which is also happening at this time. So we'll talk about the timing. We'll get some ceremonial guidance. And as I said, I may be a little bit longer than 60 minutes today. So Wise Transformation as an organization has hosted some in-person events over the years, but over the last couple of years, I've done a lot of events online, and this is the first in-person event that we've done in 3 years. But it's going to be a one-day event in Alpharetta, Georgia, which is a suburb of Atlanta, called LEAF, or Laughter Enlightenment Autumnal Festival. There's going to be just tremendous, tremendous energy for this event because there are 3 phenomenal speakers. There are food that's going to be served that is just going to be so yummy and delicious. It's organic and a lot of it's locally grown, some exactly on Scottsdale's Farms, which is a garden center. They have a beautiful outdoor space that will be available whether rain or shine. They can protect us from the elements. So we're going to get to be outside together in the close to the autumnal equinox. So just a beautiful event. If you want information, if you go to wisetransformation.com, it will be right there for you. There's going to be many other events coming up soon, but I did want to let people know that if you're in the priestess process, if you know anyone who you think would enjoy the process, I'm going to start another in-person circle starting September 24th. So this process is a deeply transformative unwinding of what is no longer you and rewinding of what you are here to be. It takes you on a unique personal journey in a group of people. So it does take 10 months to do the process, but the cost per month is very, very reasonable, and you get many, many bonuses with the process. There is a page at Wise Transformation if you want to take a look. I just appreciate each of you for letting us tell you what we're working on. So moving forward, we want to set our sacred space, meaning that we open to the living field of creation. And because the elemental forces are everything in creation, we open to them as archetypes today to allow us to tap into their wisdom, tap into their ability to create a lens for us to see the world in a way that we can utilize their powers. So Earth is all about the physical realm and the groundedness that we have being on a planet that is moving at 1,000 miles an hour. It enables us to feel the magnetics so that we can be present on a planet and have a physical body and enjoy all of the physical attributes of living. Being able to taste, see, smell, hear, enjoy everything in the physical realm. So body wisdom we're going to call in today. And in the water realm, which is about emotions, we're going to call in ebb and flow. It's about the emotional realm. And we're going to call in the air realm, which is about our thoughts and our visioning, our ability to breathe. And then there's fire. And fire is all about transformation and action. So we're going to call on warmth today and the ability for warmth to make a difference. And then we're going to call on spirit. And spirit is the essence of all that is. So I'm going to call on the co-creative power that we have with spirit to be with us today. And when we have a full moon and sun, they're in opposite archetypes. So this recording is for the Capricorn full moon, which doesn't happen until Sunday. But because the summer solstice happens tomorrow, I wanted to record this today. So the sun is going to move to Cancer tomorrow, and we're going to have the summer solstice tomorrow. So Cancer and Capricorn are opposite each other on the wheel. That's why we say, when we say opposite archetypes, that's what we mean. So before I do a CCT energy session, I'm going to have to step away. So I'm going to do something different. I'm going to move us into the energy of Cancer and Capricorn. And then I'm going to have you do some journaling with the Earth archetypes first. So I'm going to bounce back to doing the crystalline energy system. I'm doing what presents. But Cancer teaches the meaning of nurturing. It's the devoted caregiver to family, friends, and projects. It loves home and comfort in all aspects of life. It connects to those around like the loyal and caring mother or father. It's sympathetic to the vulnerability of others, and it creates safe emotional space for what is tender, young, and growing, like a caring parent. That's the sun that we're moving into tomorrow. Cancer, I am Cancer, a water sign. I teach the meaning of nurturing. I'm a devoted caregiver to my family, friends, and projects. I love my home and comfort in all aspects of my life. I connect to those around me, much like the loyal, caring mother and father. I am sympathetic to the vulnerability of others, and I create safe emotional space for what is tender, young, and growing. I'm at the water point of the cross at the summer solstice. So that's the sun that we're working with. And we're working with the sun that it's at its zenith of light in the northern hemisphere. And we're working with those in the southern hemisphere having the time of darkness, the winter solstice. With Capricorn, which is what the moon is going to be in, the full moon, it's an earth sign, and it teaches the value of structure and form. It's an administrator, a mature and wise one, a disciplined teacher, a hardworking leader, a good provider, and a practical business person. It's ambitious, responsible, effective, efficient, and goal-oriented as it brings new structures into earthly form. It creates organizations and systems designed to last and support the generations to come. Capricorn is an energy for wealth building. So I am Capricorn, an earth sign. I teach the value of structure and form. I am the administrator, the mature and wise one, the disciplined teacher, the hardworking leader, the good provider, and the practical business person. Capricorn has traits of ambitious, responsible, effective, efficient, and goal-oriented, and they bring new structures into earthly form. And just as importantly, they build on structures to make them last for 7 generations. And Capricorn occurs in the sun normally at winter solstice. So you can see now why they feel opposite the wheel of one another, because the wheel that we look at is oriented towards the northern hemisphere. So one of the ways that we do this work is we align with whatever you need guidance on in this full moon, meaning what intentions are you going to set during this full moon that are relevant to an area of your life. So you want to figure out what you're going to focus on, where you need guidance. In the next little bit, while I play some music. If you can let me know when you're done by either giving me a thumbs up if you're here on the screen or something in the chat just says done. No rush. You're done, give me a thumbs up. All right, cool. Okay, that's what I needed to see. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So for many years, we have used the Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle to receive elemental guidance. This deck was created by Lisa Michaels, and we honor her in using this deck in getting some insight to the elements. So this is the 18 doorways to Earth through her oracle. And I just invite you to look at the screen and at this time, with what you're focused on, which card or cards is saying, I want help from you right now. And if you want to share what cards you got, you can type them in the chat or you can speak them out loud, whichever you prefer.
I have Gratitude and Priestess Within.
Beautiful, Carol. Thank you. Okay. So everybody's got a card or cards, I assume. And we're going to move on to the earth realm, meaning the physical realm. So when you think about the physical realm, it can be your body, it can be your belongings, it can be the land you live on, your home, your car, your business, anything tangible. So when you think about the tangible earth realm, when I tapped into what's moving, I got a question that you can use or not use. But the point here is to take the card or cards you got and work with the earth realm, your physical body, everything tangible in the world. The question I got for today, if it's helpful, is based on what you're looking for guidance for. What is foundational for you to be fully embodied? What is foundational for you to be fully embodied? If that question doesn't serve you, just ask Earth. Please tell me what I need to know about my building my intention. And again, we'll play some music. So if you just let me know, thank you, Kia. Let me know when you feel like you're complete. Okay. Okay, Vita, I was just checking with you. Okay. So now we're going to move on to the emotional realm. And because we're stepping into both the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere and the winter solstice in the southern hemisphere, it is all about our relationship with light and dark, and that is infused in our emotional realm as well. So when you think about what you're working on, what you want to bring into form, or what you want help with, ask water how it can be of assistance with this card deck. Just notice what cards call to you, what cards pop out for you. Margie, you're smiling so bright, I might have to ask what cards you got.
I was actually finding it hard to see.
Oh, okay. Let me do this. I'm going to go ahead and read the words.
Oh, that's
and
better.
because why not? We're stepping into the Cancer sun. So we'll just call on the water realms. Clear, clean, and current is one. Dive deep. Ebb and flow. Emotional awareness. Emotional maturity. Emotional support and safety. Feeling guidance. Float. Holding space. Inner child. Nourishment. Pace. Play. The power of love. Regeneration. Relationship to others. Relationship to self. And surrender. So if you consider each of the elements to be a diamond in the rough, these are the different facets that Lisa Michaels came up with in terms of expressing the emotional realm. So one of those or two of those may be like, oh, that's what I need right now. That's what we're looking for. So water is the emotional realm. And we talked about Cancer, the Cancer sun, being the loving and caring parent. So the question that came through that might prove helpful at this time is, where do you need loving acceptance for you? Where do you need loving acceptance? If that doesn't feel like it resonates for you, then just ask water, what emotional support do I need? What does it look like? What does it feel like is more important. What do I want to feel? Is a great water question. And if you want to go ahead and work on that, bear with me a second. I need to fix the music. I do apologize. See a bunch of things on the screen. Thought I had one song here and I had another one. So let me do that. Bear with me just a second. Okay. Okay, saw your thumb, Margie. Thank you. Okay. Appreciate y'all. Okay, so now we're going to move to the mental realm. And the mental realm is our thoughts, it's our belief systems, it's our, in fact, I can just help you by reading the cards today. Belief systems, breath, communication, ethereal allies, energetic cords, focus, freedom, mass consciousness, meditation and prayer, peace, perspective, power of intention, soaring, thoughts, vibration, vibrational attunement modalities, visionary, and whole brain integration. So when you feel into those words, were there any that sort of perked your interest in relation to what it is that you are working with? Then just make a note. Okay. So your creation, whatever it is you're focused on, needs some input from the mental realm. So you want to just open to the airwaves. And because Capricorn is all about building something that lasts, I thought a good air question was, what thoughts or beliefs are most empowering to remain steadfast and committed to what you want? What thoughts or beliefs are most empowering to remain steadfast and committed to what it is you want to achieve or become or be with? Gotcha, Kia. Thanks, Vita. Okay, beautiful. Pause this and check the chat. Okay, beautiful, Carol. Thank you. All right, so now we move to the fire realm. And the fire realm is especially powerful because, as I said, we're in the summer solstice or the winter solstice. So either the light is at its what we call the zenith. If I was British, I would say zenith of light in the northern hemisphere, and we're in the zenith of dark in the southern hemisphere. So the fire cards, altered states, dynamic, energized, growth, illumination, letting go, life force, move, passion, power of action, radiant self, sensuality, sexual energy, shaman's way, spark, transformation, warmth, and will. So what doorway is going to help you get clear of these beautiful cards? Good to see you on screen, Loie. Okay, everybody got some support from fire? A card that resonates for you? Good. All right. So we only have a limited amount of energy. Fire's about energy and the cycle of rest and activity. We don't put as much emphasis on the rest sometimes, and we need to do that. The rest needs just as much activity as the action realm. So there's probably something that could use more energy to create your intention. And you may have to take energy away from something to give energy to what is needed right now. That's just a thing to think about. So when you think about what it is you're focused on for the next 2 weeks in this Capricorn full moon, summer solstice, winter solstice window, what needs more energy to create your intention? Okay. Wonderful. Righty, roo. We're going to go to spirit next. And just for this one time, I'm going to read the cards again here. Spirit is the all that is. It's your interpretation of the divine. It's the essence that ties it all together in terms of the divine nature of each of us. And in this realm, we have active and receptive, as above, so below, as within, so without, co-creation, compassion, creativity, desire, divine feminine, divine masculine, essence expression, grace and trust, life support, life purpose. I said life support. Isn't that funny? Life purpose. I'm adding cards, Carol. Personal divinity, personal responsibility, the power of choice, sacred union, upliftment, and unified field. So either you can see it on the screen or when I said it, you went, oh, that one. Make a note. for you today in relation to what you are considering. Which card or cards apply? So spirit is all about the soul realm. It is our being in human being. It is our spark of the divine. So this is a very powerful time, and a lot is dropping away. So we want to be very mindful about what our soul is beckoning us toward. And it could be in a whisper. And if that doesn't resonate, please, please just ask Spirit what it wants you to know today. What it wants to give you. Open to receive whatever message Spirit has for you. I see Kia tell me she was done. Yep. Okay. So the last step we do in this process is we pull it all together. It's called the unified field. So when you look at your messages from earth, water, air, fire, and spirit, if you were going to put it all together in some sort of package of direction for your intentions for the full moon and solstice time, that's what we give ourselves some space to do. How's everybody doing? So I'm going to move backwards on the slides. I'm going to offer what I consider to be a bonus. Because we're in the solstice window, I'm going to do something called crystalline consciousness technique and do a crystalline energy session. So if you've never heard of that before, I just want you to know it's an energetic modality that lifts out anything that is in the way of you receiving what you need to receive at this time. And there are some specific intentions with it. So if you have to leave, it's okay. I just thought I would put this at the end, so I'm going back because I had some pretty slides for y'all. Okay, so if you've never worked with this before, I just want to be sure you know what we're doing. I'm going to be saying a lot of things that may or may not make sense to your brain, but your energy system is going to go, oh, this feels good, and I don't really need to understand why. But you participate in it by moving your hands for me. And so I like to go over this with every recording because I don't know who might never have seen it before. But at certain points in the session, I'm going to ask you to put one hand on the center of your chest and one hand on your belly button. And then I'm going to ask you to move your hands, one hand above your belly button and one hand below. And that moving of the hands helps us to move the energy. So it doesn't matter which hand goes where. And then I'll ask you to do that again, sort of like we're dancing. And then at another point in the session, I'll ask you to put both hands on top of your belly button. If you would do that with your hands during the session when I direct you to do so, it will actually move the energy all the way through your energy system as well as your body and will feel really good because you're participating and you're helping. So many of you have done this before, so you know what this is and know what it sounds like. But if you're new to this, just know that it is a very high vibration, light-centered energy that wants to clear out anything in the way of your creating what you want to create. And because we're in a very, very beautiful, unique summer solstice window, this kind of summer solstice hasn't been seen in 19 years. So it is incredibly profound. And I'm going to go really quick and see if I can read. I won't read all of it, but I want to read some of it. One of my teachers, Azra Bertrand, is doing a summer solstice call, but I'm trying to see if I can find it real quick. He wrote something incredible about this particular solstice, which is why I wanted to add this today. Bear with me just a second. Here we go. Why this solstice is a rare conception portal. Did you know that the tomorrow solstice is the opening to a special 19-year conception cycle? What most people don't understand is that the solstice is not just about what's happening with the sun and earth, but how this is interacting with the other powerful celestial configurations around it. This solstice is particularly important because it coincides with a full moon in Capricorn. At a spirit energetic level, we will experience the potent alchemical combination of peak solar light or peak darkness in the southern hemisphere with peak lunar light. In other words, the strongest conception, fertility, and inception energies of the sun are coinciding with the strongest conception and fertility energies of the moon. And that alchemical union is being transmitted down to us on Earth. This is the completion and new beginning of a 19-year cycle called a metatonic cycle. And this particular cycle is all about the return of complete light, moon and sun in balance, the feminine or yin light, and the masculine or yang light. In alchemy, this particular frequency is a portal directly into the heart of creation, the frequencies of completion of the great work of union and the sacred rebirth that comes with it. This is a biomagical event, a time of high solar lunar alchemy that has the power to fertilize you, if you are open to consciously connect with it. So he goes on to give his offering, which is wonderful. If you want to know more, I'll put it on the YouTube link. It is no coincidence that the number of ancient stone circles held 19 stones, showing how significant this cycle was to our ancestors. For the elder cultures, understanding and working with these patterns was critically important because they knew their power to move and shape our lives. It is similar in some ways to how new moon and full moon cause super tides in the ocean. Think back to what was happening in your life 19 years ago in 2005. What you will find is some of the same underlying energetic patterns are coming around again to be expressed at the next octave. Let's work with that and evolve. So there's more to the post. If you want to go to Wise Transformation Facebook page, the full post is there. But I just felt it was important that we do an energy clearing, since this is the start of a 19-year cycle. So the next part is really easy for everyone here because all you have to do is relax, breathe. You can close your eyes if you want. You can even lie down if you want. Go for it, Vita. And you just want to put your hands where I ask you to when I tell you to, when that section comes in. It doesn't happen quite yet, but don't worry about the words that I'm saying. Just listen to the energy. Listen to the energy. I ask to place the vibration of opening in your individual crystalline energy field and in our crystalline group field. I ask to place the healing chambers in the appropriate order for this energy session for you today in your individual crystalline energy field and in our crystalline group field. I ask to place the vibration of the intentions I'm going to invoke and your personal intentions at this time. So if you've got clues about your intentions, just stick that energy right there in our individual crystalline energy field and in our crystalline group field. I ask to place the vibration of the 23 crystal vibrations, the 11 universal needs, and mastery in your individual crystalline energy field and in our crystalline group field. I ask to connect you to the crystalline grids of the planet. I ask to connect you to the crystalline energy field. So go ahead and put one hand on the center of your chest and one hand on your belly button. I invoke opening. I want to be clear, I'm not opening you up to anything. I'm asking your highest self to align to that place where all the solutions live, the place of all possibility. You would move your hands one above your belly button and one below. Still an opening. You may notice that you gradually relax as we sit in opening. Okay, go ahead and put one hand on the center of your chest and one hand on your belly button. I invoke one creation healing chamber. The healing chambers are sacred geometry that are specifically designed to suss out anything that's in the way. You don't have to know what it is, and move it. Help it dissolve. Go ahead and move your hands, one above your belly button and one below, please. Still letting this powerful sacred geometry move through our system. Okay, I came up with a few intentions, and one of them will include all of your intentions. So don't worry about having to formulate them. Just energetically put them in the pile when it's your turn. I asked to anchor in the following intentions as stated. Open to harmoniously embody more light. Release any and all negative and no longer magnetized self identities that are from the past. A positive geometric configuration of connection, love, and balance. Your personal intentions. Go ahead and put both hands on your belly button. one on top of the other. I invoke mastery. Mastery is asking your energy body and your soul to move to the next evolution. Whatever you let go of, you don't want it anymore. So mastery helps us to secure a new place on our walk. As we move in the spiral that is your soul's journey. As it is intended in the New Earth energies, we are complete with the energy session. And I just ask for each person to integrate the energies in their right timing. We're getting ready to close for today. I really appreciate you taking the extra time. Anything anybody wants to say in closing on this sacred day?
Thank you, Judy, for taking the extra time and all of these wonderful explanations of everything that's swirling right now. Thank you very much. And thank you for the CCT session.
Special thanks to Azra and Sarah and Bertrand. They do wonderful work in the world, having to do with biomancy and astromancy and Magdalene mysteries and womb awakening. So I just celebrate them today as well. But thank you all for being here. It means a lot to get together and circle at this time. And just wishing you many, many solstice blessings. And a
Thank you so much.
full moon that will bring more new earth, more new earth, more new earth. Thank you.
Thank
Bye
you
for
so
now.
much.
Bye.
Bye. Great to see familiar faces. Thank you.
Bye.